Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome guys again. If you're new, welcome. This week it's kind of a bit of a my expression or my kind of vision to help drifting grow. So it's going to jump straight into kind of me cruising in the car and just chatting with you guys, and just let us know what you think. And at the end of this, we'll throw in some bonus footage from the other track. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Give us some feedback, and if whatever you think is something that you guys thought, no, we reckon this, well, cool. And I'm also planning to have a conversation with Luke Fink as well, as someone who runs the track, is in the environment or drifting scene, all that. So hopefully we can do that, and I look forward to it. So enjoy. Kind of this week it's been on my mind for the last probably month or 3 weeks. So we did Archerfield drifting there. We, that few cars, cool. Obviously, a week ago we did. We were at Coffs Harbour, and kind of that really, it's been something on my mind for that time. But really, last week the trip down, I was talking with Travis, and basically we kind of come up with a consensus how to kind of help drifting in Australia. I did mention in my last vlog a little bit there, come support the drift events and that and that. So basically where we're going with this today is my kind of thought on how we can actually make drifting better in Australia, both for people watching and the drivers. I just wanted to share my thought. So if you want to hear that, stay tuned. If not, we'll see you next week. So basically my thought was, at the last Rayleigh event, it was only like 8 pro drivers. It was about 15 amateur drivers, which was good because it's been lower before due to other things. But I was thinking, we were definitely thinking, if you're at Matsuri, you've got all these other teams and drivers and stuff like that, and I think a lot of time people are so scared of doing competition drifts. Like, obviously I'm doing it in AU, like I know I'm not going to be, like, we had a win the other week, cool. I mean, if there was definitely a bigger field, I don't think I would have got to that position. Just, I mean, one, I didn't have enough tyres. But if basically all these teams put behind themselves, I'm kind of, just an example, Gravy Garage guys, there's probably about 10 or so of them. They don't all drive at the same time, which is fair enough, cool. Team Kamikaze, those guys there, you got Sushi DC, that's just up here on the Gold Coast. I don't know everyone down. But it got me thinking, I'm like, it'd actually be so cool to see these teams rocking up to comps and driving. I'm like, it's not about winning, it's about, obviously competition, it's cool to win in a way, but it's not, if we all drive to not even care about winning, just to have fun, that alone will raise the level of driving in the sport itself. And like, if we say, for example, go for 1 year, everyone rocks up, we got 20 car fields rocking up, obviously there's breakages and stuff like that, I get, I've been there myself. So, but if everyone rocks up, drives, you can tell, like, there's a lot of people watching that follow Gravy Garage. A lot of people only go and watch when they're driving, so it's going to draw, your fans, just like you guys here on AHL. Like, a lot of you do come out because we're at the track. That's really cool. It's awesome. It brings an industry down to those track areas. If like Coffs Harbour, a lot of people drive down from Gold Coast. We buy fuel there, we buy food there, all that type of stuff. So that's obviously that. But it will create just such an awesome atmosphere where people can get around it. And like, within a year, maybe 2 tops, there'll actually be a reason for sponsors to sponsor, say, drivers, teams, and the event, because there will be people there. It will create something. If no one went to V8 Supercars, I can tell you now, it would not be on TV anymore. It would start dropping off. And if all those drivers were, well, nah, I'm too good to be competing, and I'll just do some, you know, fun laps with my mates, which is essentially what Matsuri is. Now, like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely all about having fun with your friends, 100%. But if that's all you're driving for, it kind of ruins drifting in like our country, because you're not there for the comps. I like, from a business perspective, to a certain degree, sponsoring just a Matsuri is not financially the bestest thing to do. Like, obviously it's good we have guys that are doing it, awesome, offsets their, you know, business things, cool, but we really want to be supporting the track, supporting the people. And you know, you as a spectator going, that supports the drivers and it creates a sport there. And I think it really helps, because it's like any big race meet, you know, there's big sponsors on board, people drive, they rock up. Yeah, you're not winning events, but when you're there, it creates a reason for people to go. Like, if you went to a Matsuri and there was just the drivers, half the field turned up, there's nothing to walk around in pits to look at. There's no diversity. You're just like, you know, you wouldn't cancel your calendar to go watch that event or be at that event. And it's the same for me. Like, there's certain events in the calendar where I'm like, it's not worth my time, because I'd like to go see some cool stuff, you know. Like, personally, I love driving. It's very hard for me to go spectate at an event. But when there's like real good driving, tight battles, you know, good action, which you do get from a comp, because it really puts people under the pressure of running a special line, you know, a reason for them to go out. And like, a lot of the teams spend decent money on good tires so they can drift well. So my tire's not even the problem. Like, you need half the amount of tires for a comp as you would on a Matsuri. Yes, you get less track time, but look, if you start looking at where you have something back where there's sponsors, you know, that's going to really grow the sport. And that's what I really like Luke Fink does, like with DCA. That is, it supports itself. He doesn't need sponsors to run it because it's efficient. But going from like drivers down in South Australia, they rock up for events. Victoria, blokes rock up for events, and I don't know why it is, but it's just Queenslanders that just, oh yeah, I might rock up. Like, there was only a couple of us from Queensland down at Rally, and it was, you know, blokes driving from Sydney. That's way further than we have to drive. So I don't know, just really want to encourage people, I guess. If we want to save drifting, I mean, I noticed so many people like, it was doomed 10 years ago, it was doomed. Well, it doesn't have to be, because it's really up to us to save the sport that we love. And I really just encourage, like, you know, you guys from Gravy, if you're watching, just think about it. It's not about winning. It's literally, let's compete. It'll actually look so sick. Like, if there was 10 Gravy cars at Rally doing comp, like, you would see your car inversing different cars. It actually looks sick, because everyone's car's slightly different. It's a different sound. It just creates a diversity of it. You know, some of you will take a podium, some of you will not, but the point is to travel down, you meet new people, and like, I've met some really cool people. I know so many people across, well, like Newcastle, got heaps of mates in Newcastle, Sydney. We've just friendship over the last 10 years of just doing competition drifting. And you kind of, when you see someone that's rocking up every event, every year, you're just like, that bloke's really cool, because they're putting the time and effort in to actually make these events, and you just build great connections. So I just really want to encourage, if you're a driver and only does Matsuri, well, good news for you is there is a lot of competitions, and good ones. Like, if you're not sure, you comment below, what do you think? You go, hey, what do you think? Like, I'm all about fairness in judging and stuff like that. You know, you don't want to feel like you've been robbed before. I have been robbed before. Being someone who's judged as well, I really put a lot of time and effort into making sure that you know, my call, well, it's not just my calls, normally 3 of us make the right call, you know, so the right person wins. Because I've been robbed before, I've won a lot of events, but I hate seeing someone lose just because of a wrong call. So I actually stress about it, how I'm making sure, like, how critical the points were. So yeah, be encouraged. Really just want to see drift go. Like, whatever you have, you know, just it's going to really draw sponsors in. So just share your thoughts. What do you reckon? I don't know, I'm either off the mark or I'm on the mark or somewhere in between. But I don't want to sound boring of a vlog today, but I've been really wanting to share that. It's been on my mind for a while, about 3 weeks, just kind of like, how do we say this? But yeah, hopefully this helps. Share your thoughts again. Peace out. We'll see you next week, hopefully with some more action footage. Well, also, if you want to check out our online shop, we've got some new stickers. We've got some old stuff that I've started reprinting that I never reprinted. So I've got some old school O'Barry slide stickers, and also a couple of them A House, A Midnight Club, that Stealth. So check out the store, we've got some stuff there. Let us know what you think.